Hello there guys and welcome back to 100% Chelsea for my preview of the West Bromwich Albion versus Chelsea game taking place tomorrow afternoon. And I'm getting straight into the preview, starting off with our opposition, West Bromwich Albion. They're currently sitting 16th with 10 points from 11 games, just 2 wins, 4 draws and 5 defeats, scoring 9 goals and conceding 14. But those 2 wins have come in the first 2 games of the season. They've not won a single game in any competition since August 22nd. The last 5 games brought 3 defeats and 2 draws before then, although one of those 3 defeats, to be fair, was a 2-3 home defeat to Manchester City. And you could argue they're scoring 2 goals against Man City as West Brom, and only conceding 3 goals is actually quite a decent result, but obviously doesn't give them any points. Only one player in their squad has scored more than 1 goal so far this season, and that is Jay Rodriguez. And it's not like he has, 3, 4, 5 or whatever, no. You just got 2 as well. So they're not scoring a lot of goals. But games against them are always difficult. Last season we beat them 1-0 both home and away. At home through Diego Costa with a very good goal. And we all remember the away game, the day we sealed the title last season, with Michy Batshuayi scoring the late and decisive goal. So I expect it to be a difficult game just as well this season, to be honest. They've used multiple different formations recently. They've used the 3-5-2, the 4-1-4-1, 4-3-3 and also 4-2-3-1. But as most teams that don't have a set formation that they always go with use a 3 at the back formation against us to counter our formation, I expect them to go with a 3-5-2, maybe even a 3-4-3 against us. They've always been a physically very strong team. They're always dangerous from set pieces, so we'll definitely have to look out for that. But now coming to Antonio Conte's press conference, and he started off with some team news. First of all, he said Michy Batshuayi has a problem in his ankle, like I told you in the international watch on Wednesday, but Conte didn't give any further information as to how long that will keep Michy out for. He also said Charlie Musonda has a problem in his knee. Again, no more detailed information than just he has a problem in his knee and basically will miss the game tomorrow. He then went on to saying Victor Moses progressing very well and Conte hopes to have him back next week, which is obviously good news. Then Conte confirmed that Danny Drinkwater did take a knock on his calf against Manchester United. Only this week Drinkwater was back in full training with the rest of the squad, so the whole speculation is Drinkwater, does he just not want to play for England or whatever, the whole speculation that the media started going this past week after he, apparently refused to get called up. Well, it's just wrong. And Antonio Conte also said that Gary Cahill has recovered from the knock he picked up on international duty and he's available for the game, as is everyone else in the squad. After that, Conte also confirmed that David Luiz is in the squad for tomorrow's game, which is obviously good, and it seems like maybe the tensions have calmed down a little bit, but Conte did not want to talk about this relationship with Luiz individually. As he said, he's here to talk about the team and our game tomorrow, not any individual players. Thought that was a bit harsh of a reaction to the question, but okay, because he does talk about individual players and other times, and he even did today later on in the press conference, but oh well. Conte did speak about last season's games against West Brom, as they both were very difficult games for us. Like I said, the 2 1-0 wins, and he expects another difficult game tomorrow. And the last notable thing Antonio Conte spoke about was the departure of Michael Emenalo. As Conte said, the departure of Michael Emenalo is a big loss, and said their relationship was very good and Michael helped him a lot during his time at Chelsea. Whether that is the answer he wants to give or is told to give, I suppose we'll never know. The rest of the press conference, yes, he spoke about Tammy Abraham and Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but he gave, the complete standard answers. Yeah, they have to do well or known and this and that, and then, they're the future of Chelsea and, we'll see. But yeah, there was nothing in it that is worth talking about for like a good minute in this video now. But now coming to Chelsea, speaking about how I would line up, how I think Antonio Conte will line up, how the game will go, and also my score prediction. Now after the last international break, we lost to Crystal Palace, a team that were and are struggling even more than West Brom are, although it's quite bad for West Brom already. But we cannot, we simply cannot afford to lose another game against a team that's struggling a lot. There is no question about it, we have to win, and we are expected to win. But now talking about the lineup, well, when we had Conte, which we do right now, we have been very good using the 3-5-2. But I think against a smaller opposition like West Brom, Conte could decide to go with a 4-3-3 again, because that's what he's usually done against, smaller or mid-table teams. As West Brom will probably play with a 3-5-2, so 3 central midfielders, including Krychowiak, who is son from PSG, who is a very strong and tall player in the centre of the park. If we go with a 3-4-3, does it have to be Bakayoko next to Conte, simply because they probably will have 3 central midfielders and, strong central midfielders as well? The reason why 3-4-3 is what Conte prefers to go with against smaller teams that will sit back is because it gives us more attacking and especially wide players to press the opponent backwards and keep them in their own third, and then have the players technically good enough to do something with the ball even when the opposition sits deep. Then again, if you do play 3-4-3 but don't play Cesc Fabregas, you'd basically just have Pedro instead of Cesc compared to if you played the 3-5-2. Pedro might be better in front of goal, but certainly not at finding that deadly pass through a tight back line which Fabregas is so good at. So really, we should play 3-4-3 with Conte and Fabregas in the middle and trust Conte and the defence to be able to cope with West Brom's strength and power. But are we confident enough to do so? To be honest, I'm not sure which one is the better option to go with. I'm not 100% sure. There's basically two ways. The more conservative way and starting Bakayoko with Conte, and if we can't score like that, then bring Fabregas on for Bakayoko. Or the more aggressive way and starting Fabregas, and if that doesn't work, so basically we go a goal down or completely run over in midfield, we bring Bakayoko on for him. Everyone always wants us to be in the front foot and playing good football, etc. Why not be confident in our ability? So I would go with 3-4-3 formation, Thibaut Courtois in goal, Cesar Spilicueta as the right side of centre-back. To be honest, I don't mind if it's Christensen or David Luiz as the central centre-back, but I'm pretty sure Conte will start Andreas Christensen. Gary Cahill is the left side of centre-back because he was very, very good against Manchester United. Yes, he had a little knock on international duty, but he didn't play compared to Rudiger, who did. You know, I suppose he's more rested, which is obviously also good. Zappacosta and Marcos Alonso as the two wing-backs, as obviously Victor Moses isn't yet available for selection. Then Conte and Fabregas as the two central midfielders. Yes, a bit out there, and we always say Fabregas in the midfield too doesn't work, but next to Conte kind of does work, so I would just go with that. And then the front three being Eden Hazard, Pedro and Alvaro Morata. Well, let's hope we can dominate and not get overrun in midfield and, you know, score some goals along the way. But at the end of the day, all I really care about is the win. No matter if it's 1-0, 5-0 or 4-3. All that matters is the win. But if I was to make a score prediction, I'd probably go with a 2-0. Still a tight and difficult game, I expect, no matter what formation we go with. But looking as to how badly West Brom have been doing compared to last season, the final score might be a bit bigger than the games last season. But yeah, that's really it from me. Leave me all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. Leave me your predicted lineups down in the comment section below. Do you completely disagree with what I went with? Do you think we should stick to the 3-5-2? Although I'm pretty sure that Conte won't do that. But yeah, leave it down in the comment section below. Leave us your score predictions down in the comment section below as well. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Also, if you could check out my social media, last1507, which you can see over here on both Instagram and Twitter. Massively appreciate that. Also, don't forget to subscribe to 100% Chelsea just by clicking that button up there, and you can subscribe. We'd massively do appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching. Buzzing for the game tomorrow. Up the Chelsea. And I'll see you next time.